Welcome to another episode of Nerd of All Trades, where you collect what you love. My name is Darius, and I'm here to be your host today on another unboxing video. Today, we're actually going to be doing something a little different. I've talked about one DC statue that I have in my collection, and I've unboxed a Marvel. So today, we're going to be actually focusing on an anime that I actually really enjoy. I just found this statue recently at a local shop at our local mall. This place is really awesome, and they had some really cool anime statues in stock, and they were actually doing a buy one get one free. And this one was actually a statue that I've kind of been looking for a while. I got it for free, so I'm really excited to actually present it today. And that statue is going to be Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. When I actually found this in stores, I kind of lost my mind. It's really hard to find statues of Bleach characters altogether. They are really rare. I shop on eBay a lot. I look on Amazon, and they can range in $200. And of course, sometimes you just don't really want to spend that on a statue itself. So when I found this one, and this was actually my free one, I of course had to just share my excitement with showing this Ichigo statue altogether. It looks really cool, so I'm about to do this unboxing so that way we can actually talk about it. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. All right. So Bleach has always been an anime that I personally enjoyed since I was in high school. And Ichigo was actually my personal favorite character in the whole show. Back in high school, a few of my friends would always pick different characters. One of my friends was Byakuya. One of my other friends was Kenpachi, actually, and so on and so forth. So we picked some of our favorite characters to kind of fit our personalities, mostly. And Ichigo fit my personality a lot. He was kind of a quiet guy, a loner type character, but who also was always there for his friends to protect them and try to defend them in fights. You know, always tried to stick up for his friends whenever he could. And I always thought that I was kind of like that growing up. So I really related to Ichigo more in that series. All right, let's get that off real quick. So, all right. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right, I'm looking at this. It feels like his paint is almost freshly done. This actually has like a really gloss to it. It feels very sticky, but it actually looks pretty good though. You can definitely tell this is season 1 Ichigo altogether, just because of how he looks compared to what he looks like later on in the seasons. So yeah. So this is what he looks like. This is his body sculpt. I actually like his body sculpt a lot. Of course, you can't really do much with a whole black suit for this statue in particular. So they did do what they could with the statue itself. Again, the paint here, it seems very sticky. So I don't know if that's just because it's fairly newer or if they just use that type of paint to try to give it more of a gloss at the top. I don't feel it much at the bottom. I keep looking at my fingers. Nothing is coming off, so that's good. But he does look very, very good. You can tell there's some rush paint jobs around him. But as overall whole, it is good. Again, I got this one for free, so I'm not too mad about it for a free one. But it does come with different pieces. You do have his large scythe for his large ass sword for his original Zanpakuto from season 1. You can actually attach this to the back of him if you want to. So let's go ahead and try to do that real quick.
"2,000 years later."
Okay. Took me a minute to get it in there, but I got it in. And now we have, voila, the sword itself. Terrified of putting this thing in. Really terrified. So let's see here. All right. So this one is, how do you expect you to get it in there?
One eternity later.
So after trying for a few minutes, like I literally had to get help on putting his sword in his hand. So we had to probably cut away for a few minutes or so to try to get his sword in hand, and it was supremely hard to get in there. Like you had to try to squeeze the little ribbons up here and squeeze it through his hand. His hand had a really tight, like just a really tight hole enough to try to fit it in there. So yeah, that is, if you even look at getting this figure, just be all around prepared for that. That can be absolutely annoying when trying to put something on there. It doesn't seem like it can really break itself, so that's good. But still, just be prepared if you're going to try to go for this figure altogether. Some of the holes are out for it, and like I said, I got this one for free. So as overall whole, I'm actually really happy with this statue as far as having a Bleach statue. It is really cool. It does have a shine to him. I don't know if that was what they were purposely going for. The paint itself does have a very sticky residue on it. Again, that could just be from a fresh coat of paint. This one, I probably feel like it looks really nice, but I think this is actually a knockoff of the Bleach ones. I saw a few on eBay that ranged in different price. Some of them had a red background, some of them had a blue background. They all were kind of the same price themselves. I didn't know if they were from different lines or anything. I probably need to look into it a little bit more. But as an overall whole, I'm kind of happy I got this for free instead. I don't know how I would have felt if I would have ordered this on eBay and it would have came in like that. Altogether, though, it's a pretty cool statue. Again, since it's harder to find Bleach stuff, and I got this one for my free statue altogether. I do like this a lot. It does make me happy. I actually really like his sword a lot. It's one of the few swords and things that just doesn't really seem, I don't know, like it doesn't seem like they did a lot with it. That's what I'm trying to say here. It's a really nice sword that they have all together for it. The base itself is just kind of a base. It's nothing really special about it. The base just actually says Bleach on the front of it, where he's standing from there. So it's just kind of like a plain orange base there for it. Altogether, this statue is pretty cool. I will definitely be displaying him on my shelf with my other anime statues. Not probably my favorite altogether. Actually, let me see. Looks like a piece of his hair was actually chipped on there. Nothing a little paint can't fix myself, but a little piece of his hair was chipped, it looks like. But no, other than that, even his face, even the face itself is still pretty nice. So I do like this statue a little bit. I do. It's still definitely going to be one. Again, one of those statues that I feel like I'm really happy that I got for free. I think if I would have paid money for it, I probably would have been a little bit more critical about it. I probably would have been a little bit more mad about how hard it was to get the sword in. Again, the paint job is just really weird. Not bad, but just definitely very weird for what it is. And again, it's really hard to kind of find anime statues nowadays because certain ones that you purchase can either be a hit or miss. Some of them can be duds, which I have run into previously before. So that's why with anime statues, if I don't do a lot of open box for anime statues, that's probably why I'm always worried about getting a miss with anime statues. You really don't want to spend your money on something that can be a fake. So again, this one is one of those ones that I'm really happy that I do have in my collection because it is hard to find Bleach statues without going into fake territory. But this one, I think, even if it is a fake, it is a really nice display statue itself. If I have friends over who are Bleach fans, they'll still probably appreciate the statue itself, which will make me happy to have one. But at the same time, it's still one of those things that you will probably be able to see some flaws in it itself. Again, the paint will probably stand out. I will probably have it actually where I won't let friends really touch it because I don't want them asking, hey, what's going on with this paint or what's this? Because it felt like, have you ever, it's like when you spray paint something and after touching the spray paint, it's just kind of sticky. It doesn't get on your hands, or it doesn't, like, you don't have the paint on your hands, but it just feels sticky for a while. So that's what this feels like. Overall, as a whole, like I said, it's a cool statue. Definitely going to display it. Really happy with how it, really happy with mostly how it turned out. I can't be too upset about it. But altogether, I had fun kind of putting this thing together. Again, it took a few minutes to actually get the sword in hand. So if you happen to get this, and even if it's a real one or a fake one, you may find it very difficult to be able to put the sword in hand. They kind of give you a really small hole to work with there. But if you squeeze a lot of, if you squeeze the little ribbons here while holding it, you can actually slide it in easily without having any issues, it seems like. So, yeah. But altogether, cool statue. Again, not one of my favorites, not one of my favorites as of right now, but I'm still happy I got it. And I will display it proudly on my shelf. But I really thought this was pretty cool. If you guys would like to let me know what you think about this statue in the comments, please let me know. I know I kind of felt a little off this go around with this statue in particular. It was really kind of hard to try to find the words of what to say. It's a cool statue, but it's not a cool statue at the same time, especially if you're trying to go for more authentic stuff in your collection. If you're a person who's just kind of like, hey, I want a statue of a character, especially when it comes to anime, you may find yourself, especially really cheap stuff, you may find yourself buying duds, which again, if they look good, definitely display them with pride. But of course, in the back of your mind, as a collector, you will know that the statue itself is not the most authentic thing. So with anime statues, you just have to be very careful with what you buy. Definitely spend your money wisely. Don't try to run out and buy things because it's just a character that you enjoy. Examine it, look at it, and if it's good enough for you, purchase it. If it's not good enough for you, just turn away and try to look for it somewhere else altogether. But again, Ichigo is pretty cool. He's still going to be something that I will display heavily on my shelf, and I think it'll be cool. So again, let me know in the comments what you think about this piece in particular. Let me know how you personally feel about it. And then from there, I would love to have this conversation where we could talk about if you if you're okay with buying fake statues, or if you're okay with buying, or if you would rather have the real statues altogether. So again, just let me know down in the comments below, and give this video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe.